Good morning, Mathlete and Majors. It is Monday, January 21st, 2013, and I am back at Quinnipiac. So today we have off because it's MLK Day and it's a holiday. Inauguration was today. Lots of fun things happening. But tomorrow we will start class, and with that I get to talk about my absolute favorite thing about college, and that is college textbooks. Now for some classes I can understand you need a certain book for a certain class. Like for instance, I had to get this one, Writing for Visual Media. As useful as I'm sure this book is, in my class I never actually used it. Like, I don't think I opened it. I got this used, which is good, it's used, and it came with a DVD, which was supposed to help me with my education, but for the class that I used it for, I never actually used it. Like, not once. So that's one thing that I hate about college textbooks, is when, like, you have to have it for the class and, like, teachers assign it, like, okay, for this class, each teacher must have these 4 or 5 books, and you only end up using, like, one of them. And that's frustrating because it's a lot of money, and even if you're buying it used or you're renting it, then it's costing you money, and if you try and return it, it'll be like you spend $40 for the book, and then they will buy it back from you for $7. Yeah. This semester seems like it's going to be pretty good so far because I've actually been able to get a lot of books from my Kindle, which I love, and I can take notes in, and I can highlight, and I can find things fast. For one class, my Shakespeare class, I'm actually not allowed to use ebooks, and I'm wondering why. Like, I had a class last semester where she didn't want us to use ebooks because it had internet access and she was worried we were going to use it, and also because there were open book tests, and that would give us an unfair advantage if we were able to just, like, search for the quote we were looking for as opposed to, like, knowing where it was in the book. But for this class we're going to be doing Shakespeare, and you can get it as a Kindle version, you can get it as a PDF that you can just, like, put on your phone, you can get it as a download that you can then print if you want to just print the entire play. You can find all of his plays for free online, which you would think hasn't changed since Shakespeare's time because we're still studying them. But instead of using that, we actually have to go and get the $40 to $50 hardcover version of the book that is, like, the specific completed works of William Shakespeare, and that's just, guaranteed we're not going to hit every single play of his, and if we are, I'm going to be disappointed because we're not giving the plays the time that they really should have. Like, the only way I could actually justify it in my mind is if there's some kind of preface that you have to read that only comes with this book, and if that's the case, if it's less than, like, 20 pages, I would be okay with just reading it, like, if somebody scanned it and copied it, made it for the class, and then the rest of us could actually, you know, use our EPUBs and use our MOBI formats and use our PDFs to carry something that's this big and has every single textbook I'll need this semester, or instead carrying a book that looks like it's going to be about this big, it's hardcover, and it's, like, huge, and it's bulky, and I'm only going to be using, like, that much of it at a time for each play. So my question for this week, if you guys want to answer it, is why do you think colleges have required reading that you don't even use? Or that you're not allowed to write in? Or that they buy back really, really cheap when you bought it for a really, really high price? Like, I'm waiting for my Shakespeare book to get here, and I was gonna get it today, but the post office was closed, so I'm watching Hamlet instead. Ha ha ha! It's the David Tennant version, so it's pretty good. This has been a rant by yours truly. And I guess that's it for me today. Susan, I loved your brain crack video from Friday. I thought it was very funny and I could identify with everything you mentioned, especially the Final Cut exporting time, which is like, I understand you completely. As for your challenge for me, I have an idea, but it is strange. Like, it's not maybe what you're expecting me to do. But it is a YouTube thing, and I will be doing something related to a YouTube channel that already exists, but it's not like, it would require a lot of scripting, I guess, and some setups, and a cool camera shot if I was able to do it. It's just, I think it could be cool, and at the same time you might see it and be like, But anyway, for the film majors, I'm Caitlin. For the Mathlete, Susan will be here on Friday, and for everybody else, thank you for hanging out with us today, and I hope you enjoy everything that's going on. If you're starting up college again, good luck, and if you're not, congratulations. Bye.